What's up, everybody? Just before we start and get into this podcast, I just want to let you know Evan mutes his mic consistently throughout this podcast, so if you hear a cut in the audio from behind my mic, that's him muting. Anyway, I hope you all enjoy this podcast, whatever it is you're doing today, tomorrow, yesterday, whenever you're watching this or whenever you're listening to this, and let's get into it. For the most part, I think the main thing I want to talk about is my accident and how it happened, what changed, and why I've been away from Minecraft so long.
Yeah.
It's a big issue to me. It's been on my mind for quite a while. Just the fact that I was there at one stage and then just gone. Like, it didn't exist. It wasn't there. I mean,
would say to start off at the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
Start off talking about the maps, like all the stuff we completed, and then move slowly into like, and we did all this, and we got super burnt out. And we kind of took a big break.
Well,
we overworked ourselves.
I mean, okay, start at the beginning. So, yourself, myself, Theseus, and Hen all made Olympus Productions. And our goal was to create high-detailed maps for reasonable prices for players that didn't want to buy a £20 map from, say, Hypixel or something like that, but they'd still be getting the same sort of quality. So we did that, and obviously we made the volcano map, and then we started working on a couple other maps. I think we got another one released as well. We started working on the Greek map. We had that released, and then we had a couple others that we were working on. And I think the main thing is that we all realized pretty quickly after the first, 3 months, 3, 4, 5 months of working on it all, just how easily it is to get burnt out in the Minecraft scene. Like, I've been playing the game since 2012. No, I can't launch for 360. Yeah, 360 launch. Yeah, which was 2012. I've been playing it since then, and I've been burnt out a number of times on the game. I've had to take breaks, but never really to the point where I've had to take. Never to this extent where I got so fed up of placing things. Didn't even want to touch survival, didn't even want to touch creative, didn't have any imagination whatsoever left. I just needed a break, and I took an 8 months break. I mean, we all did, really. You stopped building maps, you just cut that right off. Theseus went MIA, and has come back now. We're talking, and we don't really know what to do. We're still trying to figure that out. I mean, where the fuck is Hen? Hen has just gone MIA,
I know exactly where Hen is. He's been partying. He graduated from college and
he's living a good party life, I see. Okay.
Yeah, off.
Fair enough.
Fornication.
Fair enough to him. I mean, fair enough. The guy deserves it.
Mm-hmm.
But we all got burnt out, like, deeply, and I don't think any of us really fully understood exactly how far we were burning ourselves out to. Like, I say as a team, all four of us, when we're together, we're pretty good. Our imagination flows with each other, and we're on the same level, and we sort of think along the same lines, which is pretty cool. It helps us work together as a team more than most. But after playing a game for so long and doing things, you get burnt out quite easily. And I mean, it's been happening to me recently with a lot of the games I play. So I got burnt out on Minecraft. I went and took an 8-month break for that. I come back from Minecraft. I get burnt out on GTA. I get burnt out on Sea of Thieves.
Yeah.
It's just
like you take everything in too quickly, and it burns you out.
Yeah, and then you got to take a break from it. Like I've jumped on GTA a couple times to like try and make some money and stuff, and like 45 minutes will go by and I don't want to play the game anymore. Whereas
I stopped playing Grand Theft Auto a long time ago.
well, no, but I mean, obviously we got the Howl crew that I play with and that I'm a part of, and they like playing GTA, but I just can't touch the game because it's just stressful for me, and I find it overwhelming to play at the moment. I think that's sort of the same reason why I gave up on. Well, I wouldn't say gave up, but needed a break from Minecraft because everything just became too overwhelming after a period of time.
Yeah.
I mean, the realm's still active. Like, well, I can't say active. It's still up. I wouldn't say it's active. I don't know how the fuck it's still up, but it is. Mojang are doing a madness. They're like, nah, we can't let this guy's wonderful realm die.
Wonderful. Is that the one I started cheating on?
Probably.
I turned on my hack client and destroyed our home accidentally.
No, it's the mountain one, if you know that, if you remember that, with the, like, the lakefront, and the ice cave spawn.
Where we had a base inside of,
No,
cave?
you spawn inside the cave and you come out and there's like the little village and the Greek towns and stuff.
Yeah, I have no clue.
Yeah. That one's still open and active. I don't exactly know. I don't know why it's still up. It is though.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's been tough, and then obviously I come back to Minecraft, and within like 2 days, I've got like 130 messages from people asking me to help them on their stuff, like hop in their game and do this and do that. My only real reason for coming back to Minecraft is because I love the game, and it's not that I don't want to help people, because I do. It's just I need
the amount of messages.
It's not even that.
You left for a reason.
I left because I was burnt out. I don't need to be rushed with the attention as soon as I come back. Like, don't get me wrong, I like attention as much as the next person. But when you step back into something for the first time, you need to take it in slowly and get back to the way you were before and build yourself back up. I mean, obviously we got a new update now, so I'm getting myself acclimated to that, trying to use all the bits and pieces of the new update and sort of wean myself back into it and get back to a point where I can build stuff that I want to build. It just doesn't really help when you've got, say, 30 or 40 people asking you to hop on their game and help them with something, or have a look at this, or give me your opinion on this or that. It pushes me away from the game.
You just feel exacerbated.
Yeah, kind of. I mean, for the most part, I don't mind helping people. I mean, I'm more open to helping people than I am to pushing them away, but it gets to a point where, I need to take time for myself, and I have needed to take time for myself recently, and desperately push myself away from everything so that I can either repair or, just sort of ease everything around me. I mean, obviously, I had an accident like late last month. I think it was the 28th, 29th of last month. an accident and just flew into another person on a bike on my way to work, and ended up finding out that I've got severe swelling on my brain that will only go down if I don't stress myself out too much. And I'm still not in a state where I'm repaired. I'm probably not going to be in a state where I'm repaired for a while. It's definitely going to be tough. I mean, that's why I've been sleeping so fucking much. I mean, I'm sleeping 13 hours sort of thing. I've been getting to the point where I like sleep 8 hours. I get up for like maybe an hour and a half. I go back to bed again. It's just one of those things, unfortunately, that it's just gonna happen, and there's nothing I can really do about it, because the less that I relax and repair myself, the more of a threat I am to myself, and I can't really risk doing that, because they said if I stress myself out too much, it's gonna make it worse, and ideally I need to just be chilled and laid back and not stress on things, not overthink things, which is a fucking huge issue because I overthink almost everything anyway. It's just one of those things, unfortunately. I mean, still not the same, because obviously I've had multiple scans since the accident, and I'd say it's getting there. It's just taking time. I mean, the scans have shown that it is working and the swelling's going down. It's just taking its time to get to that point where it's gone and I can go back to normal. But I don't think my mental state will recover from the accident. And it's not like shock or a change of like behavior or anything like that. It's just the fact that as a 22-year-old British male, I shouldn't have issues remembering what I did 3 days ago, and I have those issues. I genuinely forget shit for no reason whatsoever, and I don't think it's necessarily anything to be alarmed with. I'm sure it'll come back eventually. It's just, it's gonna take a while before I get to that point where I know it's back to normal and that I don't really have to worry about it so much, if that makes sense to you.
Yeah. Like, the accident kind of gave you short-term memory loss?
Sure. Yeah, sure, we could say, yeah, you could say that. I mean, for a while the week after the accident, I went into work and I almost collapsed, which was wonderful. Yeah, because I went to the hospital originally because of the accident, and then they gave me 2 weeks off of work for it, and they said, take your time and just repair and relax and get yourself back to normal. And then I went back 2 weeks later, and yeah, to a point, and then I got taken to the doctors, and the doctor said, okay, you're going to need to go to the hospital and get a scan. And I was in the hospital, I had the scan, and they told me what they found, and I was like, right, okay. I mean, for the most part, I get new glasses in the next few days anyway, so that
might help with headaches.
Yeah, because I've been suffering migraines since the accident. Not as much.
Probably knocked your eyes fixed.
No, my eyes are fine. The optician said they're fine, so
Well, after the accident, yeah.
No, I still need glasses regardless of the accident or not.
Knocked them loose.
No, they like the migraines aren't as bad now as they were before. They're back to where they were before the accident, to where it'll be maybe like a once a month sort of thing now. It's not as bad as it was before, to where for the first 2 weeks after the accident, it was like almost every evening or every morning I'd have a migraine, and That's come a long way, but the swelling obviously hasn't gone down as much as the doctors were hoping, so it's still like a long road to recovery. And then March next year, I have to go back to the hospital and have a septoplasty done, which is a procedure where they take bone from one side of the nose and relocate it to the other in order to straighten the nose. They bandage it, and then it can take anywhere up to 3 months for the nose to heal properly.
Hopefully you don't come out like Michael Jackson. I hate to have a roommate that looks like Michael Jackson.
I mean, for the most part, it'll be when I come out of the hospital, I will have 2 black eyes, like a fucking raccoon or a panda. I look like a panda or a raccoon. Yeah.
Panda would be better.
Yeah, I do like pandas. Yeah. We'll go with a panda. I come out looking like a panda.
Luke Panda.
And those black eyes will last anywhere from 2 to 4 weeks. So wonderful time. But it needs to be done.
Black eyes? Do they punch you in the face while you're getting surgery?
It's down to the trauma that happens on the muscle and the skin around the facial area when they cut into it and they take the bone out. Because obviously they have to crack the bone, which would be causing trauma to the muscles around my eyes, the veins and the skin area around it, which would give me the black eyes, unfortunately. But like I said, I get glasses in the next few days, like new glasses with a blue light filter on to help me look at screens better. And a pair of sunglasses which are blue light tinted as well, so okay, it'll make life a lot easier now. Because
I was gonna say, do you have your lights on? Like your LEDs on?
I do have my LEDs on, yeah, but they're set to purple, so
I would say change them to red. It's easier on the eyes.
No, these are fine right now. They're not really. It's like dark purple, so it's nowhere near blue, so it's okay. Yeah. No, black light is like light blue and purple mixed together. These are like pure purple, so.
Well, as someone from school had a planetarium, it's a lot easier to get adjusted the lights if you have them fade to red before you turn them like to white or to any other color. Have them fade to red.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the blue light sensitivity stuff is only just come about after the accident, and I'm sure it was going to happen anyway, or happen eventually. Just down to the fact that, you know, like, it's readjusted a lot of internal stuff, not just external, so new issues are going to show up eventually. I mean, my nose is fine now. I broke my nose, which is why I need the septoplasty, and that's back in place. That's straight. It's about as straight as it's ever going to be before March next year, so there's that to look forward to. I get
You can reshape it if you want.
No. I can reshape it for a period of time before my surgery, but if my bone isn't mended by the time that the surgery comes about, then they won't. I'll have to wait to get the surgery done. So I'm just keeping it.
They push their nose up so it wants
smaller. No. I'm gonna keep it the way it is, slightly bent and out of place, but not broken. It'll be about as straight as it ever was before the operation, and then you could put a ruler down my nose after the operation, so.
A ruler in your nose?
No, down my nose, like on my nose, to like measure how straight it is.
Oh, you mean a level?
Yeah. You could put a level down my nose to see sort of how straight it is after that. But yeah, that's just what's going on. It's gonna be a tough few. It's gonna be a tough few weeks. It's gonna be probably. it's gonna be hard on me, but I know it's gonna be harder on everybody else that sort of asks me for help and stuff, because I'm just not gonna be replying for now. I do have the operation to look forward to, so that's gonna be something that I'm gonna be keeping my mind on quite often. So it's one of those sort of things that I have to keep in mind on a day-to-day basis, because I still haven't made my mind up whether or not I want said operation. I think it will benefit me in the long run, so I think when the time comes to make the choice whether I have it done or I don't have it done, I'll probably go with yes, because it's worth it. Like the nice nose doctor that I spoke to said, she's had it done before and she says it's worth it in the long run. And sort of, so they wouldn't necessarily do septoplasty on somebody unless it was necessary. And the main reason, it isn't just because I broke my nose in the accident, it's because my right side nasal passage is cramped and a lot more pressured than my left. And that after they examined it, they sort of told me that. I said, well, I could have told you that anyway, because I can't breathe through the right side of my nose. So she sort of said, well, it's completely up to you, but I would have it done if I were you. It benefits me in the long run. It makes breathing like a normal human being a lot easier, so I could become normal, if you want to call it that. I'd just be a guy with a nose job, which doesn't really make me sound very normal. It makes me sound like one of those stuck-up people that goes, oh, I had a nose job, look at me, I'm so fucking pretty. No, it's genuinely to better my way of life. Not just my appearance, but then the line across my nose sort of diminishes my appearance anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Yeah, to be fair, Cody, one of the guys from How, since the accident, has just been popping nose jokes left, right, and centre. I sometimes, when he pops a nose joke, I just want to punch him in his teeth and knock them all out. It's just, at the start it was fucking annoying, and now it doesn't really affect me. So you hear that, Cody? You can banter all the fucking nose jokes you want. It just doesn't care. I don't care anymore. In my time, like, away from Minecraft, away from the console community, I've been focusing more on my social media, my Instagram. I started a TikTok, which is something that I never thought I'd hear come out of my mouth. You can blame my girlfriend for that one. She got me into it. So I created a TikTok. I enjoy it, actually. It's okay. There's some really cringy bullshit on there, but it's pretty good. I gotta be honest. It's pretty chill. There's not really a lot left that I want to talk to you guys about and talk to you, Evan, about. It was just mainly giving you all sort of an update as to why I've been gone, why I haven't been uploading, why I stepped away from Minecraft for 8 months without as much as an update from you all, to be honest, and I apologise for that. I should have updated you all. It's just circumstances that popped up in the time, and then of course how I was feeling about the game in general that was stopping me from doing that. Yeah, there's not really a lot that I necessarily want to discuss about what's going on in the world right now. I want to leave that to the next podcast and sort of talk about what's going on, what's happening, what's changing, what's happened, and talk about some news with my boy Evan. Maybe even get Theseus in here if he's up for it. But yeah, that's really all I personally wanted to talk to you about. Evan has temporarily muted his mic, so we can't hear him. But I want to thank you all for coming and at least listening to some of the podcast. I know that you guys don't really care for the words I say or the opinions that I have.